Hey everyone, welcome back. So today's video is a empties video. This is my June 2018 empties. Although it's in this huge bag, it's really not that much. So I think what happened, I have been getting through like quite a bit of samples, but I think for the June month, I got more so through, I was using more of the, what I've melted. But I didn't feel like, well, I never like set aside everything I was melting, so I can't show you. But like I was melting like larger quantities. So the loaves that I get, I was melting a lot of those pieces, and a lot of just bakery bags and things like that. Not really the smaller quantities. And I think July will probably be different because I think I'm going to go back to melting more samples, because that's what you've seen. That's why my not my hauls, but my empties have been so large, because I had been melting so many like smaller quantities and things I was getting rid of. But I hope that makes sense. So that's why I don't have them in my empties, because they're not empty yet. They're still being used. So I have two candles that I used up. This first one, it's pretty old. It's from Target, and it's Autumn Air. And this one smells just like Bath and Body Works Sweater Weather. But it's a little different. It's just a little different from Sweater Weather. But ultimately, like if you had to like compare it, it's very, very similar. And I think they come out with this one every year for fall. And I actually smelled it. So, and the burn was okay. Just when you get these soy candles, they often have the residue on the side, period. But this one was surprisingly burned really well. The fact that it burned all the way to the bottom like that, I was impressed, because the Target candles don't always do well for me. And the second candle I have is Bath and Body Works Fresh Cut Lilacs. And this one did burn all the way down to the bottom. The scent description is: bring the beauty of fresh cut lilacs indoors with a blend of lilac blossoms and spring musk. This smells just like lilacs, just like a whole bouquet of lilacs. And it burned really well, like dancing flames. I had to kind of blow it out a couple times because I fear like soot and stuff like that. And when they get too wild, that's when you know that they're about to soot and start creating soot. So I had to blow it out, let it sit for a while, cut the wicks, and then, do it again. But it was super strong, like 10 out of 10, super strong. And I'm just going to kind of just grab and go with these scents. But like I said, it's not that many. It doesn't look like that many. So this is On the Waterfront from Vintage Chic Scents. It's Salty Sea Air and Shaving Cream. This one is good, but it's not one that I just, it's really nice. I put it in the bathroom. It's not really one that I'm, going to always stock up on. I think I have, not this one. It's not this one. I have Sweeney's Barbershop, which is pretty much, what is Sweeney's? It's similar. Why is it similar? It's similar because of the shaving cream. So I do have a bakery bag of Sweeney's. But this one, I just have fallen out of love with Salty Sea Air. I think I have worn myself out because I had the Sassy Girl Aroma Salty Sea Air sampler. And then I still have so much Salty Sea Air. But I still love like Sassy Girl Aroma, Salty Sea Air blends or whatever. But that sampler, I think, wore me out of Salty Sea Air. And I still have a lot of that one. But I have also like Cape Cod. That's one that I've been melting, trying to get rid of. And Cape Cod is from Vintage Chic Scents. And it's just Salty Sea Air pretty much. And I've been mixing that one with Backwoods Barbie. But anyway, this one is not one that I'm just going to really just... I mean, I would get it again. It's not that I wouldn't get it again. It's not that I didn't like it. And it was strong, maybe like an 8 out of 10. It's just that I won't like hoard it, or I don't need it. If she never offered it again, I wouldn't miss it. That sounds horrible. Anyway, Zelda's Memoir. And you can see these pour dates on here. This one was pretty strong. Southern Mango and Ice Sweet Tea. I have, what tea scent did I have going? I had a tea scent going with this one. It was like a candle that I was burning with this one. But this one was pretty good. It just smelled like a mango ice sweet tea. This is not one I would necessarily repurchase, but it was nice to have it. Gentlemen Prefer Blondes. Champagne Raspberry. Oh, come on. Champagne Raspberry Vanilla Bean Noel Twinkies. That Champagne Raspberry Vanilla Bean Noel is Blonde Moment, and it's mixed with Twinkies. I've never really been a fan of Blonde Moment, but this was okay for, you know, what it was. But Blonde Moment is just like a raspberry champagne scent, and I've never, ever just been too great on that. And it's mixed with the Twinkies, so I think the Twinkies made this more bearable, but it is a Blonde Moment scent. It was pretty strong. It's more like a 9 out of 10. Sweeney's Barbershop. I really love this one. It's strawberry mint and shaving cream. It's really good. Like I said, I have a bakery bag of this one, and this one is one that I will probably always repurchase. It's just such a nice, unique scent, and I really, really love it. This is Tiffany Candle Strawberry. Her strawberry is pretty much a fresh pick strawberry. It's really strong, and these were the fluted tarts. She'll no longer have the 3 fluted tarts. I think she has like, or I should say they have like the 4-pack of the fluted tarts now. So, but this is one that I will always repurchase. Her fresh pick strawberries is amazing, and sometimes I like to have just fresh pick strawberries in a strawberry scent just to add on to like a bakery scent, because I love that bakery fresh pick strawberry mixture. This is strawberries with marshmallow cotton candy overpour. So I think the in-bags were strawberry, and this was like the big chunklet. I mean, the big chunk, and they're called chunkers. So it was strawberry, and then it had marshmallow cotton candy overpour. And this one was good. I don't think that I would get it again, just because it didn't appeal to me as much as I wanted it to. Like, I would probably get it with some bakery mixed to it, but it was good. I liked it, but just the scent combo, it was just, it wasn't complex enough for me. It was just like a strawberry cotton candy scent, and I would just want it mixed with something else. This is Sassy Girl Aroma Honey I Wash the Kids type. Honey I Wash the Kids, I think, is a Lush dupe, and it just smells like honey and lavender, and I like it, but I like it more once it kind of fizzles out, because with Sassy Girl Aroma, most of her blends, majority of her blends last a long time. Like, literally, I put this on like maybe 6 o'clock in the evening, and like the next day it could be going, and it still has a strong throw, but it's more subtle. It's not like the scent goes away. But I will say also, like, once the scent has dissipated, it's this nasty wax smell. And her wax by itself just is not a good smell. But this scent, it was super strong. Definitely like a 9 or 10 out of 10. But I really like when the scent kind of fades out. Not that initial scent, but once it fades out, like that next morning. It's kind of very nostalgic for me. Because it reminds me of like my childhood and growing up and stuff like that. So it's like a specific smell that reminds me of a very calm, peaceful place. It reminds me of not being a grown-up. Rose Girls Peach Lollipops. This was okay. I just didn't like the peach. Like, it was just an okay scent. I like barely remember it. I just remember like I remember saying to myself, I don't like peach. I didn't like that peach in there. This is Super Tarts Pretty in Pink. Pink Berry, Lavender, Tonka, and Rice Krispies. This one, I didn't really like. But I think I don't like Pink Berry. But the combination was just off. It was just like, with the lavender, it was like more of a herbal lavender. The tonka bean is normally supposed to like be a little sweeter, like a sweeter type of vanilla, I believe. It just wasn't, and I didn't really get the Rice Krispies at all. So, and maybe that was just like a marshmallow type of scent that was supposed to add on to it, but I just did not like it. And it was like a 6 or 7 out of 10 in a larger room. So, yeah. This is Candy Panda. Barbie World is hibiscus petals, pink guava, and pink sugar. This was just it was like a pink, you got a lot of the pink sugar, and I don't know. It just, I wouldn't repurchase it again. But it was okay. It was like a 6 or 7 out of 10 in a larger room. This is lavender and sea salt. This one is really a nice scent, actually. It really is nice. It reminds me of some type of shampoo or something, like a Pantene Pro V or something like that. Like, it's just a nice lavender and sea salt type of scent. So, it was nice. I enjoyed it. It was actually like a 8, 9 out of 10 throw. It was okay. Vintage Chic Scents, How to Get to Sesame Street. And this is, when I first started doing it, I was like, okay, I'm going to start, you know, letting people know like the throw, the longevity, and the scent. I'm really going to do this, and I didn't do this with any of them. But it's like a strawberry scent mixed with cereal. It's about a 7 or 8 out of 10 throw, and it lasted for about 4 hours, which is typical for like Vintage Chic Scents. Her scents, the longevity of them are about 4 or 5 hours. Her fizzier scents like ginger ale and her fizzy pop, those tend to last a little longer, but I think that's the same across the board for all vendors. Yeah, so that was good. I really like her How to Get to Sesame Street. It's not something that I need to hoard, but if it's offered and I want it, I'll probably, you know, I'll get it. Again, this is one that I was like, I'm going to start. But anyway, Watermelon Lemonade Bahama Fizz. I put amazing. It's about a 7 out of 10 throw. And it really was super good. It was so like sweet and tropical. And I think I just have been a fan of lemonade scents, period. Like if it's a lemonade scent, these summer months have really made me appreciate and like lemonade type of scent. Especially when it's mixed with like a sweeter type of scent. This is another one, Watermelon Margaritas, amazing. It smelled very clean though. It's more of a, it's not super sweet. It smelled more like some type of cleaner lime type of scent. You know how people say cleaner lemon? Like a, not Pine Sol, but imagine like a Pine Sol or something like that, but in a lime scented Pine Sol and mixed with watermelon. But it was really good. I put on here 7 out of 10 throw. But it was really good. I would get that again. Dragon Fruit Sweet Tea. This one. Yeah, it smelled like sweet tea, but it kind of smelled like feet. So I wasn't a fan. And it was like, it wasn't that strong of a throw, thank God. Like it was like a 6 or 7 out of 10 throw. But it smelled like feet. Like stinky feet, if you wanted to know what kind of feet. Vintage Chic Scents Gatsby. This is Blushing Peaches and Champagne Vanilla. This one I couldn't smell. Well, melting, I remember that I could barely smell it. It was very, very, very soft. But it's okay because I wasn't that big of a fan of that one anyway. But it was, I just remember melting it. Like in the bag right now, you can smell it. It seems as if it's going to be strong. But melting, it was very, very light. This was a chopped up candle that I had from, I got it from either Marshall's or Target or wherever. But it was a candle and I froze it and cut it up because it wasn't burning good. But it's applewood and amber. This is a very masculine type of scent. And the wax is a soy wax, so it's like a softer wax. But this was very light melting. I don't know. I don't even know why I put this in here, but I think it was stronger burning, but it just, the wicks were so thin, they kept curling up, so I just was like, let me just cut it up and see. But it was nice. It was very, very faint, though. It's like one of those things where you walk out of the room. If you walk outside and then come in, you smell it, but if you're there and you're in the house, not necessarily in the room, you couldn't smell it. Lemon Heads and Sour Patch Kids from Rose Girls. This was, I don't really remember this one. So it's just, I don't, like, smelling it on cold is very bitter. It's like a bitter lemon. It's not very sweet. So I wasn't really a fan of that one. This is another chunker from Tiffany Candles. This is Strawberry Peeps Waffle Cone with a Rice Krispie Treats overpour. Let me tell you. So Strawberry Peeps Waffle Cone, I absolutely love. It is my favorite scent of all Tiffany Candle time. And I just love that scent. Like, it's so good. The only thing is, like, I want it to last longer. Like, Tiffany Candles, it gives me about a 2 or 3 hour throw, and it's done. Like, it literally, it doesn't get softer. It's just like it's there and then it's not. But this scent specifically, but okay, let me rewind really quickly. Even though it has a short throw, this is one of those scents that I just know it's not really like my bedtime blend unless I am okay with, like, just relaxing with it and then changing it out to a bedtime blend where I will melt the scent all night. So I know that it's only going to last like 3 or 4 hours. Actually, like 2 or 3 hours. Let's say I know that it's going to last about 2 or 3 hours. So and sometimes I do get tired of scents. So I kind of wish it would last longer, this specific scent. But for Tiffany Candles, with the other scents that she has, I appreciate the fact that they don't last as long because it doesn't feel like I'm wasting wax once I change it. Does that make sense? I hope it does. But for this scent specifically, Strawberry Peeps Waffle Cone, that Rice Krispie Treats overpour was way too sweet for me. It's way too sweet. If you like sweet scents, this is for you. But if you don't like super sweet scents, it was like the sweetest marshmallow Rice Krispie Treat ever, and it was way too sweet, and it took over the scent. I had to add more strawberry, and that's where I had this one. That's kind of where that went. I added more strawberry, and a couple times I added more waffle cone, but since the strawberry is kind of tart, it cut that sweetness a little bit better. So I wouldn't get that specific one again, but you already know the Strawberry Peeps Waffle Cone is my jam. Now, on the flip side of Tiffany Candles, it's so like faint. Anyway, this rosemary mint. Any blend that I have with rosemary mint, that lasts. It lasts all night. In the morning, I can smell it still. So anything that's blended with rosemary mint lasts forever. And so I really love her rosemary mint. I know a lot of people rave about her rosemary mint. This specific blend I wouldn't necessarily get again because of the water lily and the fresh mint. Because it's not as good as like the Hush rosemary mint or the pink rosemary mint, but it was still very good, and I had it in the bathroom, so it's still very good. If I had to get it as a sample, I would love it, but I wouldn't necessarily bulk up on it. This is from Zate Bath, Hustle and Grace. This was like a floral fruity scent, and I don't like floral fruity because I just don't. But it was a nice scent. Tiffany Candles, Strawberry Peeps Waffle Cone. I love this one. Oh my gosh, I just love this one. And the throw is amazing. It's just the longevity, but the throw is amazing. The throw is like a 9 out of 10. So even in a larger room, throw is amazing. I will always get this scent though. Oh, it's so good. It's like the best scent in the world. But Strawberry Peeps Waffle Cone. And to just describe what it smelled like, it's just like a fresh picked strawberries with a bakery, but it's like a creamy bakery. It's not really heavy, but it's so good. Let's see. Vintage Chic Scents, Deep Slumber. Pink Lavender, Vanilla Honey. This one is very similar to Honey I Wash the Kids, but it has its own little different take on it. It's different. So this one I would get more of, I actually have a chunk bag of this one. This one I really, really love. It's Honey I Wash the Kids with a tweak. Something is different about it than with other vendors that have actual just Honey I Wash the Kids. So this one is really good. I'll always get that one. Crazy Quilt from Candles from the Keeping Room. I really love this on cold, but melting, it just was this kind of generic candied marshmallow type of scent. So I wouldn't necessarily get that one again. This is a chunker salt water taffy with strawberry overpour. This is kind of on the same level as the strawberry with the cotton candy. It's just like I would get it, but I wouldn't get this specific blend. It's like it's too plain for me. I need something more complex. But it was nice. This one was on the lighter side though. This one was on the lighter side. So maybe like a 6 out of 10. Rosemary mint and cactus sea salt. This is, again, I love her rosemary mint, but this specifically, and this came from her rosemary mint sampler. This specific blend I wouldn't necessarily get again because it wasn't like my favorite out of all of them. But I love anything rosemary mint. It's so good. I actually might get the sampler again, but I wouldn't get like it in large quantity. This is from Closet Full of Wax. This was a sample that somebody gave me in a D-stash. It's peppermint, and it just smelled like peppermint. It wasn't very strong, but it was also a very, very tiny sample. So this is Breakfast at Kara's or Kara's, and it's Captain Crunch Marshmallow Sweet Cotton Candy, and it smells like a powdery cereal. I don't know what that's about. It smells very powdery, and sometimes with different scents, like there are lavenders out there from different vendors that smell like powdery, and I don't like that powdery scent. I've mentioned before that like Jackal from Super Tarts, that blackberry smells like very powdery. Like her blackberry from Super Tarts, Jackal, Beauty and the Beast, it just smells powdery, like a baby powder or something. But I didn't like this, and the throw was super light. Oh, is that 3 or? Oh no, it wasn't light. Obviously, it was a 7 out of 10. So yeah, and even on cold, I can smell that that's just a powdery cereal. It just smells like powder. Let's see. This is Dream Machine. I have 4 of them. I think one day I just put this all over the house. And it's Honey I Wash the Kids mixed with lavender. But mostly I just got Honey I Wash the Kids. So, but it was nice. It smells like Honey I Wash the Kids. It didn't last long. It was like a 2-hour, or no, I think it lasted a little longer. Like maybe like a 3-hour time. And then it was like 6 out of 10 from what I can remember. This one is Rose Girls Sugar Milk and Gilligan's Brew. This was nice while it lasted. It just was more sugar milk than... Some days I really loved it, and some days I was like, that sugar milk is way too sugar milky and sour. And it's just different. But some days I did actually love it. In a larger room, I like it. In a smaller room, I don't. Because I think in a larger room, the scent is able to spread out a little bit more, and it's a little softer. Whereas in a smaller room, it's too... bam in your face. Better Homes and Gardens Caramel Sugared Fig. This one smells like perfume. It smells like warm vanilla sugar to me from Bath and Body Works. You know, they also have the body spray as well. So it smells like that body spray to me. But I like it. I actually have a lot of these. But yeah. It was good, and it's pretty strong. It's like a 7 out of 10 throw, so it's pretty strong. This is the Melting Dead from Super Tarts collection. It's Michonne, and it is Riesling and Philosophy Type Amazing Grace. This one, I don't know. I didn't like it. It's amazing. I don't necessarily like Amazing Grace either, so that's probably why. And I didn't really get the Riesling. It just smelled just weird. Even on cold, it smells weird. Tiffany Candles Cafe Mocha, and I don't like coffee and chocolate, together, so I don't really like mocha scents, period. But it was pretty strong. Stiff My Tarts, Angel Food Cake, Fresh Picked Strawberries, and Vanilla Cake Pops. I think Angel Food Cake smells weird. Yeah. I don't remember this much, but I just remember thinking to myself, I don't know if I like Angel Food Cake. It smells weird. Dream Machine, again, this is Honey, I Wash the Kids in Lavender. Rosemary Mint and Strawberry Cotton Candy Frosting. This is one that I might get again. So good. That Rosemary Mint is so amazingly good. It's just, it's so good. Sniff My Tarts, Sugar Cookie Crunch, Fresh Picked Strawberry, and Vanilla Custard. Sugar Cookie Crunch, I think is not... And I think it's the vanilla custard too. It's just like not... It's not that I wouldn't get it again, but it was nice. It was nice. And then Sniff My Tarts, I never really have an issue with throw. So the throw is always like a 7, 8 out of 10. So, and the last one is Tiffany Candle Strawberry Fizzy Pop. And it apparently smelled like Tiger Stripe bubblegum. 7 out of 10. Slightly fizzy. And it had about a 4-hour throw. But one thing I noticed about Tiffany Candle's Fizzy Pop, it's more on the cleaner lemon, cleaner lemon lime rather than like a sweeter lemon lime fizzy scent. But I really like that. It makes it different. So I really did like this one. I would probably get this mixed with some other scents. So that is my Empties. And I guess it was a lot, but it doesn't look like a lot. Like when I have it like in front of me. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I have already started for my July Empties, and hopefully that won't be massive. Actually, it wasn't a lot because I only had one video. Normally my Empties are like 2 videos, so it wasn't a lot. So thank you guys for watching. I will talk to you guys in a later video. Bye guys.